welcome back to my channel, The Dilo. My name is Datari Ladeja and I'm so glad to have you back here with me today. So I just wanted to quickly share with you guys some principles that I've been using to help me get through 2020. I think that we can all agree that 2020 has been a crazy year so far. So I've come up with 6 principles that I've been using to help me get through the year. So just a quick disclaimer, these principles that I come up with are not just isolated to 2020. You can use them at any point in your life when you're going through a transition time, when you're going through a tough time, when you're even trying to just grow or you're trying to get to the next level, to level up in life. I've coined these principles the 6 R's of 2020. So let's start with the first one. The first R of 2020 is refuse. You have to refuse to let what's going on in the world, what's going on around you, what's going on in your environment, if it is negatively affecting you, you have to refuse to let that stop you in your tracks or stop you from achieving the goals that you have purpose for yourself for this year. You actually have to be intentional about refusing to be distracted. You have to drown out the noise, switch off the news, don't go on social media, don't look at what's going on around you. Be intentional about everything that you want to achieve this year. So you have to refuse to be distracted. That actually leads me on to my second R, which is reevaluate. You have to actually, during times like this, take time out and reevaluate your priorities. Reevaluate what's important to you. Reevaluate the things that you want to pursue. Reevaluate the people that have been in your life. Reevaluate the things that you've been doing with your time. Reevaluate your job. Reevaluate your career. Reevaluate your personal time. Reevaluate how you're spending your recreational time. Sit back, take a holistic view of your life and reassess everything. Which leads me on to the third R, which is re-strategize. So once you've done your evaluation, you need to come up with a new strategy. What worked before is not necessarily going to work now. Clearly the world is changing, and really the world always was. It's just this year it's kind of been on speed. So you need to re-strategize and decide how you're going to approach certain situations. So for example, once you've reevaluated and you've identified some weaknesses or some things in your life that you want to change and improve, it's actually time to re-strategize. So what are you going to do to change them? That's what the strategy is all about. So you can look and, for example, let's say that you've decided that there's some people that you want to distance yourself from, or there's some people that are not good for you in your life. Part of your strategy will be to maybe avoid them or to find how to distance that relationship, put them at an arm's length, put them on ice for now, and be a bit more busy. Another thing that you could have identified is that maybe your job is not making you happy. You can then re-strategize on how to build up new skills, how to maybe take an online course, look at ways to develop yourself and make yourself marketable and employable. You may even decide that you want to pivot in your career and do a complete 360 and change direction. To do that, you need a strategy of how you're going to implement those changes. So that is why it's so important to re-strategize. So the fourth R is to refocus. You need to hone in on the things that you have decided as part of your strategy that you are going to concentrate on. And those things are going to require intense focus because you're actually changing, or you're trying to grow, or you're trying to redirect your life. So you need to actually refocus your things on these new things that you have found in your reevaluation. You've re-strategized about how to approach them, so you need to refocus and make sure that you're honing in and concentrating fully on those things. So that leads me on to the fifth R, which is to reorganize. So when I'm in this kind of personal growth space where I'm developing myself and I'm focused, I've reevaluated, I'm strategizing, and now I'm focused on what I've got to do, the next most important thing to me is to reorganize. So as a visual person, I physically like to make changes that I can see to help me see the bigger changes that I want to make in my life. Let's say, for example, you want to develop yourself and start a new online course. Create a space in your house which is going to be for your learning. Put your laptop there, your books, your paper, your notepad, whatever. Make that space really nice and kind of like reorganize your environment. You can also reorganize your life. So maybe put some schedules in, put some routines in, maybe start having some to-do lists to help you to hit your goals on point every day. So basically just reorganize everything. It's really, really crucial to help you to implement the strategy that you've put together after evaluating everything in your life. And the sixth and final R is to recuperate. You need to actually take time out to rest, to practice self-care, to look after yourself, and to replenish everything that has been lost during this strenuous time. It is stressful this year. A lot of people's lives have literally been thrown upside down. In fact, the world has been thrown upside down. Even when we get past 2020, there will be other times in your life when it may just seem like the whole world is falling apart. And in those times, as much as it's important to refocus, hit your goals, do all of this strategy and all of these exciting things, it's also just as important to recuperate. Don't apologize or feel bad for resting, having a spa day, doing your nails, taking care of yourself, taking time to make sure that you are practicing self-care and loving your own self is very, very important in the path to personal growth and to getting through these kind of troubled times. I hope that you're able to take at least one of these 6 R's and use them in your life. If not now in 2020, you can use it going forward at any time in your life that you want to develop yourself. So thank you very much for listening. I hope that this has been helpful. Please do like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you can be notified whenever I post a new video up. Please let me know if you like this video in the comment box below. Tell me whether you'd want me to do more personal development videos and I will keep them coming. Thank you so much and looking forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye.